Under your assessment, so where do I have your assessment here? Let me just share my screen. Now, normally on a balance sheet, we use your account balances to proper results for your balance sheet. Some of your paid expenses appear on your balance sheet because it adds to the assets. However, if we have paid, and this is where Kian was making a point, and I was agreeing with Kian. However, the way that your assessment is written and the way that each transaction is written, there are some amounts that we shouldn't be including in these sheets, or we need to make certain assumptions in order to get it to balance. So, for example, again, if we look at number one, so I think that everyone with the first part, is that correct? Everyone is okay with this part. So our account balances on your balance sheet, they were all matching up and we've agreed on those ones. Now, under your business transactions for December, so company received, I would be including this one because the company did receive cash. And that's come through in December. So that goes underneath accounts receivable, so your assets. Kian, so we have paid creditors $600. Now, that is no longer a liability. Well, it is a liability, sorry, because it is an expense, but our paid expenses do not need to appear on the balance sheet. Are we all agreeing on this?
I don't really get it. Can you repeat again, please?
All right, so, Debrina, what I'm saying is initially for this part, so for the top part of your assessment, we've all agreed with the numbers your balance sheet was balancing. We then can see that all of the transactions, some of them should be included, some of them should not.
Okay.
Now, I would be inclined to include only some of them and leave some out, but our balance sheet is still not going to balance unless we make some assumptions.
Okay.
So the first one, under your accounts receivable, this amount should appear. So on top of our, what did we have? 34,050, I think it was by memory. We should be adding 7,500. Then we've paid 600, so I would add a liability, however it's been paid. It's not a liability, it's an expense. So this one has appeared on our income statement. I would not be including this one.
So we can delete that one from the list.
Yes.
Okay, so
but I still think that with what we have to work with, it's not going to balance if I'm including all of these ones.
Okay, so we're revising our balance sheet.
Balance sheet, correct, exactly. And I just want everyone to give me their opinion. So the way that Kian was explaining it before. She is completely right. I just don't know how to include everything that is being said with what I have to work with. Considering I can't make up transactions or add something like that. So the next one is we have paid. So it's another one. We have paid office rent for December.
Yeah.
So that is an expense that has been paid. However, we're not waiting to receive money. We don't have to still pay it. So that particular one, again, because it's been paid, I probably would not be including in your balance sheet.
So it's gone?
Yep.
Okay.
As well as the monthly insurance that was already paid in the previous current assets, wasn't it?
See, they've prepaid. So, Alejandro, you're talking about this section because they've already prepaid their insurance and their rent. However, I don't know for what months or for how long they've prepaid it. But they've still, in December, paid the normal. So maybe they've paid extra, and on top of it, they've paid that. But because it's been paid, it's an expense, but we need to include it on our balance sheet. So that one as well, I would not be including.
The prepaid insurance?
Correct.
So the 200 of paid insurance gone as well.
Now I would be adding another 450 under your liabilities because you've purchased extra supplies. Oh, actually, that's an account. Yes, so that would be your accounts payable. Does go underneath liability.
There.
Yes, I'm saying that one we're leaving on. I'm just going one by one, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So the company received cash from their clients who were previously billed. I'm going to say, and if anyone disagrees, you can give me your opinion on that, but I would remove this one from your assets based on we would have had this amount waiting in our accounts receivable, but we have now received that. So I would not include this one in your balance sheet.
Okay.
And that's so we just remove the receiving cash from the client from the asset.
Yes.
Okay.
So the ones that I'm still funny about, Car 77 received an invoice for services from Copy Plus for December. The invoice will be paid in the next month.
So that should be gone as well.
Or maybe we can use that one as an asset because apparently we're also CAT 77 as a company and we received an, oh wait, no, but it's the other way around.
Yeah. I would probably leave that one on under our accounts payable, so under your liabilities. Because we're going to take assumption that these might be working for us, or another name that we have for a department, or a third party or someone that's doing this. So it means that there is an invoice that has come from Copy Plus and it has to be paid. It has to be paid, which means we can include that one, or 550.
Okay, but I already have that one added on my liabilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we don't need to add it.
Yeah. So that one I'm saying we would leave on.
Oh,
So
okay.
keep that one on your balance sheet.
Okay.
I'm doing this one manually as well. Now these are just expenses, so the next three I would remove. So your miscellaneous expenses were already paid. They don't have to stay underneath our liability, but we can maybe deduct them. So we might have to deduct them from our cash amount. So we'll just wait a second for those ones. I'm going to, again, make an assumption and keep this one in there. So we've said that somehow dividends or shares were paid to this company of $750. So this one should still be under your equity. Does anyone have comments or questions this far?
So are we going to keep the number 9, 10, and 11, the expenses, or do we take them off?
Take them off. So those ones are what I'm saying. They've all been paid, but we might have to reduce our cash amount from this. So just bear with me a second. Are the figures that you're getting 41,550 for your assets?
Can you repeat again, please?
41,550 for your assets?
The total assets?
Correct.
Mine is 49750. What do I need to remove?
Yours is, what was your one?
49750.
So what haven't you? You've removed some of them, but not all of them.
Should I remove the account receivable, the 8,200? Then I'll get 41550.
Yes, remove for now. I'm coming back to that one. So remove your 8,200 one.
Okay.
What do you get? Your total liabilities plus your equity. Is it 35800?
So no,
So
4,500.
What do you get?
4,500.
So
'Cause
sorry
now
to interrupt. Is it meant to be 41,550?
That's what I got for the total assets.
Yeah.
If I'm
me
not
too.
including that 8,200, so I just want to come back to that one. Bear with me a second.
I have the same as Alejandro. Can anyone just show me the scheme, like what to remove or what to leave on? Because I'm just so confused now.
So leave all of these ones, leave them as they are. This one we said leave. This one, remove. 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 Leave it. Remove. Leave it. Remove for now. Leave it. Remove, 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 leave.
so 9 to 11 all removed, yeah.
Yep. So on the side, you can show some calculations. So this is where we're going to make a couple of different changes. Do we agree there is a difference of $5,750?
What?
So the difference between your assets and your liabilities plus equity, do you agree that there is $5,750?
Not really, because I mean, for my total assets, I've got 41,550.
Yeah.
And then for the liabilities plus equity, I've got 42,880.
Why do I get 40,500
Oh, wow. No,
Where?
for my total liability and equity?
Because under equity, we've got the $25,000 for the common stock. We've got
Yeah.
the $6,000, 350 for the earnings,
And dividend.
and the dividend for 750.
Okay, and for the current liabilities, it's the account payable 2,700, supplies purchase 450, account payable 550, and paid salary for 4,700. Is it correct?
Give me your figures again, Debrina, or do you want to share your screen quickly?
Okay, let me try. How do I share my screen again? Oh, wait.
Next to the microphone, you should have that square with an arrow in it.
Ah, yeah. Oh, wait. Can you see it?
Yes, I can. Perfectly done.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Sorry. So what did I do wrong here?
So all of these were added. Okay, you've still kept in the paid salaries.
Ah, so this should be gone.
Hold on, don't delete it as, okay, yep.
So it's 35,800 now, the total?
Yes.
Okay, so this is...
Now, with the accounts that we didn't do anything with it, let's just go back. Kian, can I get you to unmute yourself for a second?
Yes.
Comments or anything so far?
Yes. Sandra?
Yep.
One thing. In the cash, you deleted the 4,200 because we received cash. That means it jumped to cash account and then show in the current assets. Yeah, in the transaction.
Yes, so there's a
number
couple
6.
that we need to now work on. I just wanted to make sure if everyone was having the same numbers. So far what I have, and I know I have to come back to a couple of these. So for example, my total assets is 41550.
Yeah, follow your instruction, and that the total asset will be 41550 without the cash 4,200.
Yes. If I just do it that way, so give me 2 seconds. So which ones of these do you think still need to be worked onto our balance sheet? So for example, I have not included this one as yet.
Yeah, then
I have not included this one. Reason why I did not include that, so we got cash.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you show us your screen so we can see?
I'm so sorry, I thought I was showing.
That's all right.
That's why I'm pointing, and it's probably looking like ridiculous because you can't see my screen too. Okay, so now that I am sharing my screen, so I said this amount we have still not included.
Yes. That's one first, just the account receivable. And then the next one, because they said they received cash, the number 6, 4,200. So that we put I put cash 4,200, but account receivable from this I minus 4,200. It will be the rest 4,000 for account receivable.
Yeah, this is where I think that this amount, so we have received cash. Yeah.
Yeah. So it should appear in under the current access, that amount 4,200.
Yes. This is still receivable, but I don't know that we need this one.
I think we need because it's a first we bill the client, and then the number 6 we said we receive cash from the bill previously. But that I think it should be there because the beginning balance they didn't mention about that. So that's why I still keep put the rest 4,000 in the account receivable.
So you're saying that you think both of these still need to be added to our assets?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, do you
Excuse me?
agree? Yeah.
I want to ask Kian, if she keep only 4,000 or she keep both like 8,200 and 4,200. I think Kian only keep 4,000, right? Because
Yeah.
you do minus this too.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Flower delivery place for Cindy. Sorry?
But you are outside. I can hear all of your background noise. Okay, now with these ones, do you agree? So all of these ones that I said, we didn't have to include them. To be honest, for the balance sheet.
Sorry, say again, Sandra. Which one?
Okay, so my first thing is, do you agree that this should be taken away? So on the side of our balance sheet to show the working out that we do, I think that we should decrease it because it looks like our cash amount has gone up. So that means that we should be taking these away from it because then we've paid using that. Same thing with the salary.
Yes.
Oh, so do we take off the 4,700 for the salaries as well?
Yes, we paid already. So we don't over the staff for the salaries.
But what I'm trying to say is on the side of your balance sheet, because I don't think that they should appear on your balance sheet. I think that they do need to be deducted. So, for example, if we've had, by what I said, 4,155 for our total assets, now we're saying, I'm still disputing this one and I'll explain why. So if we've got our 4,100 550 plus 8,400 and 4,200 equals I'm now getting 53,950, which is what you guys had, correct?
Yeah.
Before we took that off. Okay. So from that, the things that we've paid, I think we need to reduce this amount. So for example, I would on the side be showing or making a note, a comment next to your balance sheet somewhere, how you've calculated that and what you've done. So now it looks like our assets are 53,950. So we should be taking away. And if anyone thinks different, let me know. We've paid 200 for insurance. We've paid 250 for other expenses. We've paid 380 and we've paid 4,700 for salaries. Now, what else have we done? I would say that my assets should be at 48,420.
So
Yes.
we would have to then reinstate the accounting services and the client bill, right?
So what I'm saying is not to reinstate them, but say on the side of your balance sheet, which one was I looking at? Book 2. So on this particular one, I don't have all of the numbers yet. So on the side somewhere, I would be then saying current asset or cash amount was changed because we used that cash to pay what we needed to this month. So it's reducing our current assets because that's what we need to do in order to get them to balance.
Okay, so sorry, what was it? So current assets and cash amount where?
So say you would have your current assets and you would have cash under here. So we've been putting all of our figures. So initially what we had was 34,000. Now we're saying we still, because we received more money from the customer. So we got 4,200 and 8,200.
Excuse me, Sandra.
Yep.
My total asset it jumped to 50,200.
Not 53,950.
Oh, 5,200.
So what are you doing? Do you want to share your screen? Thanks for letting us know. Sorry, Debrina just wrote a message. Kian, did you want to share your screen? No, you've shared a PowerPoint, not that one. So when you go share screen, on the left-hand side of your screen, you should be able to click your desktop or... So do it again. If you want to stop sharing screen, then go share